back in your life like a guy from a made-up European city who comes back wearing a coat of armor and his favorite color is green. This is the Real Ignorance Podcast on the For Frequency's Sake Podcast Network. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank everybody hanging out with us here today. It is a special day. It is, we are in the, I don't know how would you put it, Blake? We're in the afterglow. We're in the afterglow of Odyssey Week. We are, we're now sitting here in the week between Odyssey and Brand New Day, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, Marvel got off their ass because they dropped a trailer for Avengers Doomsday, and we're going to talk about it. My name is Joe Winkle. Thank you for hanging out with us. Please like this video. If you like this video, subscribe if you really like it. Tell all your friends that we are here breaking down movies every single week with either old stuff we're reviewing, new stuff we're previewing, or wacky things we're going to talk about. And we are kind of, thanks to Ethan, about to travel into a venture that we've never traveled in before because we're about to become official YouTubers today because, boys and girls, we're doing a live reaction. Let's go, baby. We're reactioners now. Let's get it. That's Ethan. That's Blake. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
I'm good. So yeah, our names are right there. They can see it.
Exactly. I'm great.
Or I mean, if they're listening to it, they can't. But
I'm great.
The prime Thor and the horny Thor to my fat Thor. That's what you guys are. Horny Thor is in Love and Thunder. So
hey, I don't want to be that one. I want to be. Can I be? Can I pick a different?
Nope, I don't know. I just got assigned to you, buddy. They got assigned to you.
I gotta change my name now.
So, no, don't do that. So, what we just got done literally recording our review of the Odyssey. That was going to drop Tuesday. This is either going to come out Wednesday or Thursday. We're literally recording this. It's almost midnight here in the Quad Cities, and we are excited to get after this. Avengers Doomsday's trailer dropped today. Blake was in our group chat, literally the group chat for just the three of us. Good one, Ethan. Literally the group chat that's just for the three of us for this podcast. All of a sudden, Blake is talking about how the Doomsday trailer is going to drop in like 5 minutes. I'm like, what's your source? And then all of a sudden on the Doomsday clock on the Marvel YouTube page, which is live, the timer, the end of it turned green. And it was just a great way to start my work day. And I
never lie when it comes to Marvel.
I know. I just didn't expect it because we talked on the pod like a week ago. Like we thought it was going to be the 25th, and it came out today. So we're here. So we're literally going to react to it. Ethan just watched it for the first time. I watched it about 5 times at work today. Blake probably watched it 500.
Blake probably has every single Easter egg.
Exactly, and we're going to kind of just go through them. So. Do you guys have any? I don't know how reactioners do. Do we have to say anything before we kind of get into the business?
No, let's just react, man.
All right, let's get after it. All right, so you guys are about to see my search history on the hub. I'm just kidding. Here we go. So I think this is how it's going to work. Can you see my YouTube page here? Is it popping up?
Yes, now it popped up.
All right, there we go. Perfect.
I really feel like we're official now. We're reviewing trailers.
Okay, so
what happens if you make this thing full screen here?
Yeah, let's just try this. What happens? What's it look like?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so I'm technically not going to see your guys' reactions while I'm doing this because I'm going to be on the other page manning it. So I'm going to pause it every few moments, and we're just kind of gonna roll this through, and we're going to see how long this goes, and let's just have fun. All right, gentlemen? Are we prepared?
Yeah.
All right, let's go through the Avengers Doomsday trailer. So the first... All right, yeah. Okay.
Something's coming.
Is that a yes?
We can't hear you when the video plays.
Yeah, when the video plays, you cut out.
But could you guys hear the sound?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So you know who's talking, right?
Yes. Okay, so we'll restart it.
I don't.
We're doing it live.
It's Doom. That's Doom.
Oh, it is Doom talking?
Yeah.
It did take me, I will say this. It did take me it did take me a couple takes to realize that was Tony. That was Robert Downey Jr. with a Latvian accent. I was like, okay, all right, let's try this again. I don't know if I'll be able to hear you guys during this, but um, we'll see. So I'm just gonna play a few seconds here, and then I'll pause it. All right. So let's just get weird. Let's do it.
Something's coming. Something we may not be able to deter.
All right, so let's pause it here. So we obviously start off with this at the X-Men house. Blake, we've been making predictions about this, and we've been kind of trying to figure out exactly like what's what and who's who in the zoo and whatnot. Let's try to get a better still frame here. I guess we'll get this little still frame back at the beginning. Do we expect this moment here to be the only sequence with the X-Men?
No.
Like this version of them?
I think surprisingly they're going to be. I really thought at first right away that they were going to die. Like it was just going to be like a big thing. We are going to sacrifice the Fox universe and just get them out of the way. But I really think they're leaning towards the aspect of Avengers versus X-Men. Like I think that's what the ending's going to be. Is the Avengers? I mean, you can see it. I guess it'll get into it later, but you'll kind of see it in the trailer about. It's always an X-Men. You never see an Avenger fight an Avenger, but it's an X-Men fighting an Avenger in every single one of these fight scenes that's in this. So it's kind of, I think it'll be a key part throughout the whole movie. I mean, some might die early, but
that's fair. Okay, let's continue here. Let's go on. Let's talk about.
And at the beginning there, that is Xavier looking at an incursion happening. If you're wondering.
Okay, so yes, let's
Like
all
a
right,
time incursion.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
let me go here.
Something's coming.
So this right here.
That's a world. So that is a world colliding with another world right now.
Gotcha.
Okay. That is what I was curious is what on earth he's looking out at. So this version of Charles and Xavier, so Magneto and Professor X, though this version of them is dying. Maybe it'll be the only version in the movie. But I expect these versions of them to be ousted very quickly.
Yeah.
Because I expect this incursion to take place pretty soon in the film. All right, further here.
Something we may not be able to deter before this day is done.
I mean, guys, look at our boy.
Yeah.
Look at Bob. Look at Bob down. Look at Bob.
Listen, I was one of those guys that at first I was like, okay, they're bringing RDJ back to be a money grab to get people to see the film. They're going to do this certain storyline, but I really am starting to think that we're never going to see him unmasked, and I actually like that a lot more. Meaning, yeah, they didn't get RDJ back for a money grab. They got him back because he's a good fucking actor and he can kill this role. So it makes me a little bit more. It makes me a little bit more. I don't think we're going to see him unmasked.
That's a take.
Maybe in Secret Wars, but I don't think in Doomsday you're going to see him unmasked one time.
Ethan, I never expected him to have that take because that's such a bold take.
That is a hot take.
I feel like again,
hold on real quick before you go. Even though he was unmasked in the post-credit scene of Fantastic Four,
I don't know if they're ever actually going to show that him fully unmasked in that part. I don't think we'll ever see that. Like that was the end credit scene. I don't think we're ever going to see him. Maybe like he's unmasked for the Fantastic Four, but I don't think he's ever going to be unmasked in front of the Avengers until Secret Wars. I don't think you're going to see him unmasked for the first time until he talks to Tom Holland.
We don't expect Spider-Man to be in this movie, right?
I don't think he's going to be. I hope he is, but
man, Ethan, that would be one hell of a it's a hell of a gamble.
You
But if they
think
can do that,
you
and
think
pull it
it's
off,
gonna be Tom Holland and not like Chris Evans or like Thor or any of those guys that like
because it means the most to him.
it would be either.
He didn't have an Uncle
I
Ben.
think
he didn't have a dad.
I
I
His
feel
think
dad
like
the
it
figure
would mean a
was
lot to Chris Evans too, man.
I
I
think
feel
the
like that
two I think the two most meaningful moments in this movie of seeing Tony Stark would be if in the beginning, which so we kind of have hinted at this. We all, at least Blake kind of had this theory and I kind of molded it, and I think Ethan agrees with us. So I'm speaking for all of us. We think the beginning of Doomsday is going to be the version of of Steve Rogers that went back in time to take the stones back, aka the reason that Doctor Doom is here, because he stayed forever and caused an incursion. We think the beginning of the movie, basically Steve Rogers with a baby, is going to be Victor Von Doom, aka Tony Stark, aka Latvian Robert Downey, is
So
going to walk into the house and kill him. And
I
I
have
feel
a
like
hot take, but we can get to it towards the end.
I feel like if that is the case, you do have to have Tony Stark be unmasked for that to make it hit more, other than just a masked up person that's Robert Downey Jr. giving an accent. That's just my take. So, do you want me?
Again, I could be completely off. I just think storytelling wise, it'd be so great to not have him unmask.
That's fair. It'd be a hell of a
movie.
It'd be an incredible risk,
because it kind of leaves everyone's like, who are you? Like, what are you doing here? And then in Secret Wars, it opens up with him just face revealing. But again, I also think he's going to be a coy. Like, I think he's going to play good guy. So everybody's going to help him out. So maybe he is like using his face as like a trustworthy thing, knowing like it could be one of those. So I could be completely off. It's just a hot take that I have right now. I think he keeps the identity kind of hidden.
We'll see. Let me go a little further here.
We should be faced with an unthinkable decision.
So this is the first clip we get of him, just in general. What are our takes on this, on the look? Because the wrong side of at the end of the day, Twitter is only 1% of the world. If you pay too much attention to the wrong side of Twitter, you're a terrible person. But there's just so many people needlessly hating on this whole trailer, which I think is wild. I think. Listen, I understand.
5 minutes. Yeah,
I understand that.
Idiots.
Listen. We just came off watching The Odyssey, which was like the greatest practically effective movie in the history of time. So yeah, a lot of this is going to look like a video game compared to that. But I think
that's the point.
I think the first clip we get of Doom is actually pretty goddamn good.
It's obviously this isn't even like a debate. This is easily the most accurate looking Doom we've ever had.
That's fair.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He looks so much better. He looks more menacing, like here, bro. So yeah, that alone. All right, let's keep going. Will admit, I really am upset that they did not change this to green. Like
they will. Don't worry.
I know they will, but I'm just saying I thought they were going to here, and I was a little upset, but it's fine.
I've fought with many warriors in my time. They were far stronger than all of us put together, and they died.
All right, so
you want to go back a little bit. Go back to where they're all standing in the room.
Right here.
So this is classic Marvel. Classic Marvel.
All right,
I would almost bet you someone's in between Johnny and Sue in that picture. I would put money on it.
Like, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Here's the question.
Right here.
Do you think it's Doom?
Yes, absolutely.
You think it's Doom?
I think Doom comes off the ship with them.
Okay, but how does that explain him saying it's an enemy I've seen? Him giving this speech.
I think it's low key giving him like. I think it's more of like a. So what I think it is I think he's actually. Again, another hot take. I think it's just visions that he's seen. I don't think he's actually seen him in person yet. So he doesn't know like who it is or what it is, but he's like seeing visions of this enemy that's strong and I think it's Loki's obviously going to tell him at some point, but and then that's when he goes and fights him eventually. But outside of that, I mean, I could be wrong. Again, I'm not a perfect person, but
Do you think there's anybody else in this room?
This is a fantastic take by you, though, because they are way too far apart.
Way too far apart. I don't think there's anybody else. It's classic Marvel aura farming. What they do in their trailers, every single one of their trailers, like when they did the No Way Home trailer and it was just Peter Parker flying. You know how wide that frame was? I knew there was two other Spider-Man in that frame. Like this, I think it's just too big of a gap.
Also, I will say, the Fantastic Four back here, they do not look good. They do not look good.
This trailer, they have 5 months. It's still in post-production. I think the trailer is very choppy, but they have time to fix it, and I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
I think I think Doom here looks fucking incredible.
I think they spent more time on it though. Like I think the big hitting parts where they want you to focus on in the trailer, they're going to spend more time on.
This as a freeze frame does look kind of shitty, but again, it's.
And again,
if there's people missing in the picture, like it's gonna make it
like
look weird.
Clearly, you're missing Sentry. So like, where is he? It could be Sentry up there. I mean, obviously Sentry's in here somewhere.
Sentry. Oh yeah, well,
unless Doom already took him over, which is possible, but I also think Doom's in the room. So
it's a hell of a take, and you've had that take for a while that you think that's going to happen. That you think that Doom is going to basically like honey dick them.
So in the comics, right? Doom in the comics, to knowledge, I think only unmasks like 4 times in general in the comics and all. He's always masked. So that's why I have that hot take. And 2, he just blue balls everybody in the comics. He's a master manipulator. All these guys, Brad virtually thinks he's a god. Like he is just going to use them in ways that all of us are like, man, that guy, God. There's a reason they call him God Emperor Doom.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's continue here.
Then all of us put together, and they died. They died facing enemies and threats that scared me far less than this one.
Okay, so the stuff here, I understand if people say it looks kind of sloppy, but I think it looks okay.
It does, but again, post-production, they have 5 months, it'll get fixed. It's not. I don't think it's an issue.
The trailer, Ethan, I said this in the chat today. I kind of want your take first. Obviously, considering what we have left, he is the only A+ main character hero left, the face of the team. But I do like Thor being like the, hey, we all have to fucking get our shit together here guy. Like he is he is the captain now.
Yeah, I am a fan of that. He's gone through the whole entire arc, right? Like he's been the hero, he's been disowned, he's been the hero again. He's became fat because he failed to kill Thanos. Like
you have to retcon the fact that Love and Thunder exists, because Love and Thunder is a disaster. But if you retcon that Love and Thunder does not exist, and also mainly because his hair is cut again. Do you want to know, Blake, why I actually think they're kind of trying to tell us that Love and Thunder doesn't exist? It's because he fucking cut his hair again, Blake. That's why.
So another
and real quick, in Endgame and Infinity War and Endgame, sorry. The most underappreciated aspect of those 2 movies was the arc of Thor. I thought all of that was like, you come from Ragnarok, which was actually the one really good Thor movie, and it had him kind of go on the roller coaster, and his home was taken from him, and the movie ends in the post-credit scene with his entire race basically being slaughtered. The movie starts with his brother being killed. That version anyway. He then has to go through the up and down. He has to find a weapon. He kills Thanos, then he doesn't kill Thanos, and then obviously the arc he goes through an Endgame. So, to Blake, I'll end this by saying, like, I kind of said to you guys, like, if this movie is where Thor, this version of him, the emotionally charged, serious version of Thor, is the leader of this film, I am all in. I am pushing all of the chips in on it.
Yeah. So another reason, I'll give you another one. I forgot to mention it. Why I think it's Doom is, so in this movie, Doom's going to take over Celestials. So I think he's talking about the Celestials in that and not Doom. So that's why Doom's there, because they don't know that Doom is the actual villain. They think it's the Celestials that are trying to take over. They think they are the villain. And then at the end, it'll be revealed that Doom is actually the one controlling them, and that's why Doom is there.
Interesting.
Gotcha.
So again, he plays coy. He's going to pretend like he's a good guy, and he's going to help them beat all these guys and all this, and because his goal is he wants to stop the Earths from colliding. That's what he tells them, right? But he ultimately wants it to collide so he can take over
and get him to, what is it called?
Battleworld.
Sorry. So, remember when Secret Wars was supposed to be about the Kang universe? Listen, I will say this. So, Blake, you're pretty damn sure that we are headed to Battleworld, right? Like, that is what Secret Wars is going to be about?
There is no way it's not. Yes, 1,000%.
Ethan, if that is where we land, I'm not really enthralled to, like, I'm learning more about how this works exactly. Jonathan Majors is a dumbass for even putting himself in a position for whatever happened. I was incredibly invested in the Kang universe because Jonathan Majors as an actor, art from artist here, was really great. Set that aside, he is done. Do you believe that if they have figured this out, to obviously they're kind, I make the joke of them retconning Love and Thunder, but it does seem like from where we got to Fantastic Four and the Thunderbolts, this last year or so has been them kind of trying to make you say, hey, everything we've done since Endgame doesn't exist. And if that is where if we go from that to this Doomsday Battle World back-to-back situation, Ethan, do you feel like you can be a satisfied fan?
I mean, I think the concept of Battle World is like intriguing. Like, I think it could make for good movies, like, and like an interesting storyline. And I think if we go from Doomsday to then Battle World, I think a lot of fans would be happy. I don't know like a whole lot about it. I just know that it's basically pure chaos, and I'm always here for chaos. So I think it would be pretty entertaining.
All right, let's continue here, because this is by far the best. I'll rewind a little bit. This is the best moment of the trailer right here.
And threats that scared me far less than this one. Everything that they sacrificed will be for.
Okay, I guess I forgot that it was further in it. Okay, let's do a couple quick hits here. So we obviously have than
this one.
So this is that's the sand
Sanctum, the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yeah, that's that exploding, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we cut to Cyclops. Hello.
Oh, beautiful.
It is very cool to see him. I love the suit. Who do you think he's shooting at here?
Celestials are an Avenger.
Because we then get Gambit.
That fight scene's gonna be so sick.
Hey,
Channing Tatum's Gambit
A plus,
and Shang-Chi. I will say this: good to see Shang-Chi back. I think all of us were pleasantly. I know it was years ago, but I think we were all very pleasantly surprised by the Shang-Chi movie.
It's a good movie.
Good movie.
And then they just pretended that he didn't exist for years.
And the only thing I'm worried about is this version of Gambit after what happened in the Deadpool movie.
So him being in this movie, right? That Wolverine and Deadpool got to at least make an appearance, right? Like, how else are they getting out of?
They're in the movie.
Like,
they're not worrying.
Like, how else are they getting out of, or like doing any of the stuff?
They'll be in the movie.
Okay. So we're gonna go forward a little bit more here.
Everything that they sacrificed will be for.
Shout out to Loki and his TVA card. Gotta love that.
That's him talking to Captain America.
Do you think this is Loki?
Yeah.
You think this is Loki in the Steve Rogers house?
That 100% is.
Absolutely, it is. No, 1,000% it is.
Yeah, that's 100% what that is. Yeah.
He's gonna be like, listen, yours wasn't supposed to happen, so you happening killed Doom's family. He's coming for you. Boom, something like that. Doom's probably gonna show up, kill them all, hopefully.
Okay. All right, I see where I see.
And then Loki's like, "Oh shit, Thor! This guy's coming!" And then we get the reunion. We all cry, and it's gonna be great.
It will be. All right, keep going.
For nothing if we do not stand together.
All right, this also doesn't look great, but again, I'm not mad. So why is there a gigantic tidal wave that just split out?
So they're in the ocean right now.
It's Namor.
It's Namor. So Namor's holding up the water so they can talk.
Okay. Interesting how they're doing that. So
that's the ocean. They're in the ocean. They're just moving back the water so they can have a talking round.
And so the Fantastic Four is going to go pick up the new Avengers, and they're going to go to Wakanda. Okay. We're here. Continuing.
One of my favorite parts.
What were you saying, Blake? Sorry?
See, one of my favorite parts is coming up.
Okay.
Put aside your petty squabbles.
Was that your favorite part?
No.
Okay. Shout out to Mystique. Good to see her.
Double Florence Pugh give to me. And I get 3 times Florence Pugh that week. Yeah. I get Florence Pugh in a week and a half too. Oh yeah.
You get very well. What are our takes on the Mystique you look here?
Again, very comic book accurate, which is great.
Yeah.
Okay, because it was
she's not naked
online.
like she's in every other X-Men movie.
Hide your petty squabbles.
Yeah, because she was getting roasted online, and I was like, guys, I think she looks fine. Calm down. But again, another instance of an Avenger fighting an X-Men. So Blake is on fire right now.
Thunderbolt fighting an X-Men. New Avenger.
Tomato, goddammit.
Presume nothing except this. If you return, you will return as brothers and sisters.
Hello. Shout out to Steve Mackey. Hello, our friend.
Anthony Mackey.
Or Anthony Mackey, sorry. I'm drunk. It's been a long night. All right.
So that was my favorite part back there because it's a hint to the comic books.
It is. It's this right here.
So there's that one, which that is. So that's going to happen at the end of the movie. That's when the worlds are colliding. That is Johnny holding Franklin.
Interesting. You think that's how the movie ends?
I don't know if that's how it ends, but
or in some way, shape, or form.
Is that Johnny holding Franklin or is that Johnny holding Sue?
You can tell by the hair because the kid had curly hair.
I mean,
he's on his knees right now holding him because the incursion's coming.
Here's my question.
And if you look in the scene before, look at how straight Sue's hair is. Yeah, her hair is always super straight.
Do we think this movie has to end kind of like how Infinity War ends, where the bad guy wins, more or less. We have to have this movie end where we feel like there's no hope, right?
Oh yeah, Doom's absolutely winning.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right. Next.
So my favorite scene, if you back it up even a little bit more.
Okay.
So one, he's dying, no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about this? Nope. It's where Sue is.
So all right, hold on. We'll go here.
Squabbles. Presume nothing except this. If you return, you will return as brothers and...
Okay.
That?
Yes. So in the comics, Namor is obsessed with Sue Storm. So they're going to ask Namor for help, and she's going to be the reason he helps. Is she's going to stay back with him and like be like a slave, quote unquote. So then he helps them because he has an obsession with her. So in the comics, he actually steals her from the Fantastic Four and imprisons her because he's so obsessed and in love with her.
Shout out to Sue Storm. Interesting. Be interested to see if they do some sort of adaptation of that. All right, next.
Sisters.
Another Gambit shot. Is there anything else in this? So that's Shang-Chi still. This is in the Sanctum Sanctorum, or this is this is the X-Men house, right?
No, this is
the Sanctum.
No, that should be the Sanctum.
That's the Sanctum.
I can't tell from the roof, but the Sanctum.
Yeah, there's the staircase. Okay, can we tell who anyone else is in here?
Shang-Chi and probably Mystique with the white. Oh no, that's Nightcrawler. That's Nightcrawler.
I don't see a tail.
But it's the way he's bent over.
It's an incredible take.
There's somebody else in the back there too.
Right here.
That's no,
Cyclops.
Over to the right.
Wait, to the right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
right here.
Right there.
That's a good looking. I don't know. All right, some thoughts. All right, and then this is the clip from the from the trailer, or from the original trailer. So right here are the legs of the Celestials, which I thought was just a really good picture, or just a really good clip from those teasers we got. There's Sue.
Mark my words.
All right, here we go. Okay, this is my favorite part right here. I'm going to ask this again, and Blake, give your take, because I'm not sure. Where the hell are they?
I think this is the start of Battleworld. So I think this is one of the first views of Battleworld you get.
Okay, that's a
because I'm going to be honest. I don't think they fight Doom very often in this movie at all. I think it's going to be the pieces of Doom that Doom controls they fight. I don't think they fight Doom. I think this is going to be towards the end.
So basically, do you think they're going to try to copy the Infinity War model, where it's kind of a bunch of different acts that collide together, where at the end, Doom all of a sudden has his moment and wins? Kind of like how Thanos in Infinity War.
Yes and no, in a degree of they do it in different ways, but yes, as in their ways are kind of similar. Like Thanos sent his pawns, right, to try to get the stones. And that's kind of what Doom's doing, but Thanos never played good guy. Doom's going to play good guy.
I'm intrigued by that. Ethan, as we continue, we get towards the end here, Ethan, your kind of opinion on if that is kind of where we end up.
Sorry, my mic and that dropped, and I couldn't hear anything for the last minute and a half. I just got it fixed.
No, you're good. All right, I'm just going to continue to play here through the next bit. I mean, good Lord, guys.
So people again on Twitter are complaining. How can Doom stop Stormbreaker with two fingers when that has the power of the stones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have common sense, or do I need to break it down for you?
Doom. I've never understood why Doom is so powerful,
because
but
he's
I
that
just.
fucking smart.
So you think
And
it's
he
a
can
knowledge
just.
thing?
Oh yeah, he can make anything. He can counteract anything he wants. He is virtually Thor, Scarlet Witch, Vision, with the smartness of Reed Richards in one person. That's literally what he is.
Interesting. So he's just like this meta being almost.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. That's a fair take. Because I've never understood, like, okay, in the real version, like, what makes him this unbeatable character? I love this picture here, by the way. This is a fantastic look.
I love the eyes being green too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like everything here, I think really is. Like, I obviously know they're still on the verge of getting it to look perfect, but just these moments, I think, look really, really fantastic.
We're going to need a miracle. Hey, pal. It's not possible.
Okay, so clearly this is a very especially because it's Steve Rogers with different hair. This is clearly a different multiversal version of Steve Rogers.
That's going to be that right there. You're looking at Hydra Cap, my guy.
Hydra Cap.
No.
If you keep going,
Hydra...
if you keep going, you can see the eyes. The eyes aren't.
Hydra Cap wouldn't be worthy of Mjolnir.
So, in the newest comic book run, it's called Secret Empire number 10. There's this lady that actually uses a substance that can change Mjolnir, and she changes it via strength. So whoever is worthy to hold Mjolnir has like super strength. So that's why he's able to hold it.
But I highly doubt they're doing that for this movie. Like, if they're basing
they
it
said
off
they
of
were going to take interpretation from every single version of Secret Wars that there was.
That's the dumbest thing on the planet. Then, if they did that specifically to put this in the movie, like that takes away the whole entire point.
It doesn't, because it makes Thor think that that's Captain America. Why would he ever give dumb. Hydra Cap the Mjolnir? He wouldn't.
That's just dumb.
So it's because his eyes.
So if you like, his eyes are very dark, and the tone of his face, his outfit's dark.
He is wearing all black, Ethan.
Black stands for death.
If that is their choice, that is the dumbest thing on the planet. It's like, oh yeah, let's the one thing that's based off of worthiness throughout the whole entire comics. Hey, we want Captain America to be evil in this movie, so we're gonna make that based off of strength now, because screw everything else. That's dumb. Just for the movie. Like, hey, that's so dumb.
That's how strong Doom is.
But it had nothing. You literally said
You're
it had nothing to do with Doom in the comic book. That's so dumb. But you created a whole new substance to change Mjolnir.
It's not a whole new substance. That substance has been around since the fucking 70s. It's just, and they also used it in one of the newest comic book runs.
You just said it was a new substance that the lady used.
No, she creates a substance, and she uses it in the new run.
Yeah, that's just dumb. If that's what they're saying is happening to this, and when did it happen? You're just gonna say it happened overnight, like Mjolnir all of a sudden changed? How did she make it change when she's nowhere near it?
Listen, I'm not gonna judge that, because I'm gonna at least see you play out. By the way, I just want to play this real quick before we get out of here. The way they've done the Avengers logo with like the stained glass and the green and it just being ominous is so fucking cool. Like, they have nailed that version of, what's the word I'm looking for, Ethan? That version of aesthetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have nailed that. All right.
No, it's really cool.
I'm going to do this, and I'm going to. Oh, let's see. Oh, here we go. Stop sharing. All right, we're back. So, all in all, I like that the trailer actually didn't sit here and just like spoil 105 things. It didn't give us a whole lot like other trailers would. I think did they release it earlier than they wanted to? Maybe. However, we're fiends and we need our fix. I'm glad they did it because I was getting to a point where I was wondering, where are we, boys? But I'm ready. I'm prepared. Blake, thoughts?
You know me. I'm ready.
Ethan,
it's gonna be a spectacle. No matter what it is, it's gonna be a spectacle.
What is your faith in them to pull this off? Because this is kind of their last. Not they redeemed. They have. I can't even say that because that's being mean. Because we've talked about this. They have really redeemed themselves with Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four being as good as, especially Thunderbolts was fantastic. No pun intended. Fantastic Four was really good, and there were parts of it that were great. I think all three of us thought Thunderbolts was spectacular because we all went into that kind of expecting it to be kind of mid, and it blew our doors off.
I mean, let's be real. Like Marvel's specialty over the last like decade or so hasn't been the individual movies. It's been, hey, we're bringing all of our IP together and just showing how fucking badass we are.
Yes, but at their peak, they still have been able to tell good stories with good movie making normalcies.
But like like are we basing that off of like what Captain America, Civil War, like all that kind of stuff? Because that's a ton of different. That's basically an Avengers movie. Like
I think
it is. It's a mini Avengers movie.
I get what you're saying, like, but I just think in general, like, I think what made everything up to Endgame so great was it was a lot of individual stories that were told that all came together to climax. You know what I mean? And they all ended in certain ways that were fantastic and fitting. And since then, it's just been a lot of gobbledygook and regurgitated slop. And they've redeemed themselves with Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. So for me to sit here and think this is their last chance, that's completely being disingenuous because they've got back on the horse.
However, franchise tickets sold out in 35 minutes and
after Endgame, it was basically we were in there. It's like we were in their anime filler episodes. It was just the filler episodes. Everything
in between Endgame and now.
Yeah. And now we're back to like, hey, this is actually a serious plot. Like,
Brand New Day by the time this comes out, Brand New Day isn't going to be in about 8 days. And that movie has to be really good just because Spider-Man is our most important character. And then it will lead into what Doomsday can be and whatnot. You know, it's just going to tie everything together. So they have to get these right to keep these movies being interesting. I think they will, even though it might be... Maybe the bar is lowered to a point where it doesn't have to be perfect, but we'll see. We'll talk more about it when December.
I will say Feige did recently say he can technically still be in it. That Brand New Day takes place before, obviously, Doomsday, so it's the hot probably post-credit scene leading directly into it, possibly.
Yeah, I think it's going to tie together. At the end,
I think it's gonna take place before Doomsday, but I think it's gonna tie into. I think the post credit scene is gonna have more to do with Secret Wars than it is gonna be with.
So do we think that Brand New Day is gonna like basically erase everything that happened in No Way Home, where everybody forgot about him? Okay, because that's the only way like that whole Doom won't unmask himself until he's in front of Peter would make sense, because that would be the only way he would know who Spider-Man or Peter Parker is.
Well, he's from a different. He's from a different world.
universe.
No, they made everybody in every single universe forget, because everybody was coming through the universes to kill all the Spider-Man, or to kill Tom Holland.
That is a fantastic.
That was literally what was happening at No Way Home. They made everybody forget in every single universe who he was. So unless you undo that, that can't happen.
Well, I don't think he knows who Spider-Man is. I think it's more of us knowing that us as fans know who's under the mask, but he obviously, as Peter Parker, doesn't. He doesn't know that it's Peter Parker, but he's going to unmask, and Peter Parker's going to be like, "Oh my God, what, Tony?" And Doom's going to be like, "No, I'm Victor," and it's going to fuck him up mentally.
Right. So we'll see. All right. So we went a little longer than I thought we would on this, but I thought it was good. I don't know, Ethan. This was kind of your idea to a degree. Do you think we did well?
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Shout out to our reaction of a trailer. We are reactionists now. Next week we will be reacting to Gordon Ramsay videos. We're reactionists. No, but in all seriousness, go back and please go watch our Odyssey review if you haven't watched it. Give that a like. Give this a like. Please subscribe to our YouTube page and tell one friend, tell one person that if they like Avengers, that they need to watch us. Next week we will be having the preview for Brand New Day, and then we will have our instant reaction podcast, hopefully the night of, after Brand New Day. It's about that time, boys. Gentlemen, thank you for staying up with me tonight.
Pieces. Make sure you rewatch your Spider-Man movies, boys. I want that knowledge tip-top shape when we do our preview.
That we do. All right, gentlemen. We will see you guys next time. For Ethan, for Blake, I'm Joe. This is the Real Ignorance Podcast. We'll see you guys next time. We're out.